Whoops. G'day, you mob. How's it going? What's cracking? Who's there? Who's there? Everyone's there. Crikey. Off to a great start. Let's get a few hellos done, because I know there was some people here earlier chatting. Zach Fisher, hello. Thirsty Rabbit, hello. Actually, I think Thirsty's on the road at the moment. Alien World Aquatics, hello. Scotty, g'day. Joel G, how's it going? GRB, g'day, mate. Sandra Bennett, how are you today? Ooh, that was a bit harsh, that bit. Whoops. First things first. I was too eager with that one. I've been making a point of opening my cans with just a little gap so the flies can't climb in. Blake's Aquatics, how are you? If you're even there, I know there's some of these chats happened quite a long time ago, so people have probably dropped their hellos and then run away. Chewy, g'day Chewy, how's it going? Crikey, did I even say hi to Zach Fisher? You were first in, Zach. Big bucket of kudos in the post to you today, Zach. Well done, lad. Well done. Nathan Fishboy. How are you, Nath? Tell us about your fish. John Larson, how are you? Good to see you in, John. Welcome aboard. Anthony's Fishy Friends. G'day, Anthony. Anthony may claim a little bit of responsibility for some stuff going on around this region. Fish and Shrimp by Rich. Hoot woot. How are you, Rich? Aquamate, g'day. Teresa Cookie, how's it going? Joel G's in a meeting. Turn the sound up, Joel, and I'll start to swear lots. Or alternatively, yes, if you tell me the sound's turned up, I'll say, you know, that Joel kitty from New Zealand, he's a good bloke. Gets groceries for his grandma and stuff. He's a good boy. Extra large Blackmores. My chat just jumped massive, didn't it? It sure did. Holy dooly. I got to pay attention to this nonsense and stop looking everywhere else. Jesse HC Aqua, how's it going? Holly Gibbs, hello there. How are you today, Holly? Punchy Pants, hello, Pam. And Lefty, and Dragonlair, and Taters. How are you all? Good to see you in. Thank you for showing up. Chevy Fish, how are you, Chevy? Good to see you, mate. Mr. Zen, stranger. How are you, Mr. Zen? What is going on? Matthew Van der Quee. Thought so. No charges. Good. Yeah, you didn't let them get to that bit, which is good. Oh, there's plenty of them. New ones every day. What did I miss? Tropico, how's it going, Tropico? I probably scrolled up a little. I did, Holly Gibbs. Thanks for noticing. Unfortunately, I notice it a lot too because since I have put a little bit of weight back on, now I've got all of this extra chin business, which is usually quite well hidden with my beard. But I regret nothing. I mean, I do kind of regret some things. Yes, like I said, Anthony's fishy friends has a lot to answer for. He made me do it on my stream the other night. So, you know, if you want to see a naked man trimming himself with hair clippers, his fishy friends live streams is where that's all at. Maria Z, how are you, son? I don't know if I said hi to you. And Zen Ginger. Zen Ginger, sling those links. She's a link slinger. And I got to Fish Tank Barnes live stream a little late, but I did just as I logged in and saw him stop. I did see you chucking up a link to this. Thank you very much for that, Zen Ginger. Dan Slee, how are you, mate? Welcome aboard. I heard you've made some progress, pardon me, with our artist friend. Metal Hammer, Jimmy. I know words. I've got words. How are you, Jimmy? Good. Natural Aquariums, Yo, back at Yo. How are you? Good to see you. Gaffer Haynes. Yes, it was a fierce battle, Gaffer. A fierce battle. Biggies. How are you, Mark? Welcome aboard, mate. Good to see you. Hat Trick Farm. I really do like that name. I do like a hat trick. I've only got a few of them in my time. Hat trick is a term used in cricket. Sand Creek Aquatics. G'day, Nath. Other Nath. 2 Naths in the house. Can we get a third Nath? No, it would be good. Kochav Shavit. How are you? Long Chattanooga Ed, the old Redbeard. Seen your little sneak peek of your fish room the other day, Ed. Same bloke. That colour you've painted your walls will be very good for green screen, Ed, when you start doing those smashing live screens. I say I've got words, but I'm really struggling. That was a frog just then. There are so many frogs around at the moment, which is strange. At the end, I mean, we're in autumn now. Weather's really cooling off, but there's just so many frogs and praying mantis around as well. Very, very weird. Have I missed anyone? I think I have. I probably have. Koi Dragon Aquatics, I missed you. Hello and welcome aboard. Turbofish, g'day, mate. I have just been madly crocodiles all morning. I don't know what is wrong. Must be the diet. Bob Kaler, how are you? Ty Hunsicker, how are you? And Galar, g'day. Had some galars floating around here the other day. They normally hang out on the other side of town. Not so much over here. It's weird that it's such a small town, but all the galars are on one side of town, but they don't really come over this side. Very interesting. Chevy, I tend to agree. I love praying mantis. Pardon me. I've had several in captivity. It is unfortunate that they have such a short lifespan that you can't keep them for very long and enjoy them for ages. But I have some awesome old footage of mantis destroying a very large grasshopper, even bigger than itself. I'm really going to dig out, and even though it will be terrible quality footage for a YouTube video, it was such a mean feat to watch this man dismantle this huge grasshopper, the size that its back section turned into. It couldn't even lift it off the ground and climb anymore. Got very, very massive indeed. Big J, sup, brother? Welcome aboard. Yeah, they are wicked animals to watch hunt and eat. And imagine if they were like 4 to 6 feet long. They'd be the one of the alpha predators on the planet, no doubt. No doubt. Vinoxky, how are you? Welcome aboard. I was going to say all these people coming in, the numbers were climbing, but numbers have dropped. People coming in saying g'day and running away. It's all good. You can do that, people. Bodgy, everybody, welcome aboard. What's Cassie's critters? I love her tiny little, very pretty praying mantis. They are very wicked little creatures. Dragon lair. Now there is a good question. I may have erroneously scared him away by my attempts to catch him. G'day Tampa Tom and Muppet. How's it going? What's strange? It's on Aquamates, wasn't I, when I was talking, catching it because it was getting around. And yeah, I had a few good efforts at it, and it ended up wandering out that way and out into far end shed, and then seen it or heard it in here since, which is a shame because I kind of having it hanging around, but I may have scared it off, like I said, by trying to catch it. It was fierce though. When I had my first, I was like, give me a bitey snake anytime. Those things are, once they grab on, they're very not necessarily willing to let go. Let me just have a quick check of stuff. I got a YouTube notification that I've got a new subscriber. How random indeed. And thanks, Lefty. Just be aware that normally I have a bushy beard and it's disappeared. So, you know, next time you see me and there's some weird dude with beard on the screen, confused. It probably will still be me. Big City Betters. Hello there, Amber. How are you, love? Welcome aboard. Lovely lady is okay. I think she's going a little bit stir crazy with the quarantine and whatnot, and the lack of us being togetherness stuff. I'm sure it's a contributing factor. That might be, you know, some kind of respite for her. That's all good, Lefty. I've staying here plenty, I think. Yeah, I think I have. I'm sure I have. Aquarium's maintained by Andy. Pardon me. How's it going? While we're on the subject of, let me just click that refresh button. I would like, a very, very dear close friend of mine was sitting on 899 subscribers not too long ago. And now that very dear friend of mine has dropped down to 897. What's going on there? Can I'm pretty sure I can because it's my own stream. I want to link in the chat. If any, I know most of you guys probably are well aware of Thirsty Rabbit. But on that, if you can take a moment to swing by Thirsty Rabbit's channel and subscribe to Thirsty Rabbit. Let's get Thirsty Rabbit up over that 900 hump. Ugly Man, g'day. Rumble, g'day. How are you, fellas? Welcome aboard. So yeah, I know we've got, numbers have jumped back up. So there might be a couple of people in here who are not familiar with Thirsty Rabbit. Fishy Fun, hello again. And yeah, Zach Fisher has echoed what I am saying, that most of you will definitely have Thirsty Rabbit again, but as Thirsty Rabbit is the guy responsible for getting me onto this YouTube nonsense. I want to see his YouTube channel grow and grow and grow and grow. So the sooner we get thirsty. Am I hearing rumblings in the chat? Nice. Thirsty Rabbit, 903 subscribers. Well done, Thirsty Rabbit. Congratulations, mate. 900. If we can get him another 97 subscribers during this stream, that'd be awesome as well. So, tell your nan, tell your friends. Smoke signals are acceptable forms of communication nowadays. But yeah, clearly there was a few people floating around in here who didn't have Thirsty Rabbit. And congratulations to you all as well for subscribing to a splendid and wonderful YouTube channel. Well done, you. Well done, you. Pardon me. Pardon me. Crikey. Fire. He will eventually fishy fun when he gets his 97 extra subscribers and a few more just to the for the little what do you call it, leeway, wriggle room or wiggle room, whichever way you want to say it. He'll definitely need some watch hours. Not sure. I will just check. Thirsty certainly has some playlists and stuff on his channel, so yeah, there'll definitely be the facility for people to watch a lot of stuff on his channel. Crikey, we're smashing it for the Thirsty, are we? 911. Well done, Thirsty. Absolutely killing it. Very, very good, you people. This is what it's all about. What it's also about is me wrestling a crocodile right now. But what I might do is, because I don't have anyone else hanging out with me today on the screen, I can't just say chat amongst yourselves and stuff. So I will, I don't know, put on a song or something, shall I? Seems to be reasonably popular when I do that. Maybe. Bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. Go there, go there. Oh, so busting.
Got a thing for numbers. I like to play with them.
Back in a sec.
I've got a thing for numbers and I like to play with them. It's called maths. Maths. It's called maths. Maths. It's called maths. It's called maths. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like numbers. I like the things I can do with them. It's called maths. It's called maths. It's called maths. 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 It's called maths. 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 Got a thing for numbers. I like to play with them. I've got a thing for numbers and I like to play with them. It's called maths. Maths. It's called maths. 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 It's called maths. It's called maths. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like numbers. I like things I can do with them. I like numbers. I like numbers. I like the things I can do with them. It's called maths. It's called maths. go maths. Maths is go maths. Maths. All the numbers, all the pretty little numbers. I'll lock them all the numbers. Those pretty little numbers. I like the numbers. It's called maths. That's maths. It's called maths. You know it's maths. Yeah. It's called maths. It's called maths. Called maths. It's called maths. It's called maths.
Dear. That was maths by some weird dude who likes numbers, apparently. Oh, look out. Had some extras rolling in, have we? Where did we get to? I think I saw all of these humans. And did I say hi to Bob Kaler? Sorry if I didn't, Bob. If I did, have another one. Put a spare in your pocket for later. Moonstone, late as usual. I hope you've got a note from your guardian. Redfish, Bluefish, hello again to you, Jace. Congratulations on your prize earlier. Blacky scored a haircut on Anthony's Fishy Friends live stream the other night, Mooney. If you have not seen Blacky naked before, Blacky got naked a little bit. Maybe alcohol may have been involved. Usually is in my case. Yes, I was naked on a YouTube stream. Fortunately for people, it wasn't. Oh, what have I got up here? I wasn't as exposed as the gentleman on Big J's stream the other day. But basically, I took my clothes off and took to myself with the hair trimmers, whatever you call them, clippers and stuff. But, you know, it'll grow back. I freaking hope it grows back soon so this extra 7 chins get hidden. Now, I did see a question. Hang on. Jack and Dan. How are you, Jack and Dan? Good to see you, whichever one's typing. I'm going to assume Dan today. It's Dan today. I believe it was GRB who asked me about my Fest Day was a big yes, it was. GRB Aquatics asked me about the Fest Day. According to what I've read and researched, because I've never bred Fest Day before, I'm assuming that the eggs will hatch. If they haven't already hatched this morning, sometime in the next 12 to 24 hours, I will have wrigglers in the pot. There was a few, a few eggs like laid in visible spots around like where I could see in the pot. The majority of the eggs, hard to explain without actually going to the tank, but the majority of the tanks were in the big ceramic urn out of sight, so they were on the inside wall of the pot, but there were a few scattered ones around that were very healthy eggs, definitely fertilized. You could see the little darkness in the egg. And I haven't actually. I did try and put a light in there this morning, but every time I put a light at the mouth of their cave, the female likes to block the entrance. She's like she seems to know what I'm trying to do or something. So I could not this morning. I could not see whether those eggs were still there, but last night they definitely were. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they will hatch real soon, and I will have wrigglers all over the joint. So that's quite exciting. Breeding the Feste up. Jimmy. Not good enough, Jimmy. You make sure that's sorted next week. I will expect you to regularly visit the bottle shop either on Tuesday evenings or Wednesday mornings in preparation, sir. Get it sorted. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll be overrun with Feste babies any day soon. Also, I'm not sure who's up on my Jaguar story at the moment as well, but my Jaguars that I put together hoping to breed them, then I thought they were both females, so I separated them, put them both in jail because they're very aggressive, violent fish. One that was out the back in jail out there. I noticed its pattern had completely changed to a boy-looking pattern. So the other day, I put them together, reunited them, and yes, it was a violent first 24 hours of the Jags being back together. But then interesting things started happening with them as well. I definitely do have a male and a female Jaguar now, and when I was watching them last night, male, big doodle sticking out, he's definitely ready to go. Female only had the tiniest little the tiniest little bit of her breeding apparatus was sticking out, so he's certainly keen. He's stopped trying to murder her. She's probably still got the vivid imagery of 3 weeks ago when he absolutely tore the crap out of her and domestically abused her like there's no next Thursday. She's probably going to take a little while to get over that abuse and potentially succumb to his wily ways and wanting to breed with her. So going from my Rivulatus that are now both dead, now I've got these other 2 pairs of fish that are breeding. Well, the Jags haven't bred yet. Feste eggs ready to go any minute now. And the Jags, I reckon I'll have eggs very soon. Taters, yes, I did. I did indeed. There's a funny story about that song, but maybe I'll deeply dive into that story some other time. Dragon Lair, it would probably cost you a hell of a lot of money to get some black bamboo rhizomes out to me. I do like this stuff. I think it's nice, but considering I'm all the way on the other side of the planet and Australia has very strict quarantine restrictions, both of us will be up for a very hefty bill to get that black bamboo to me. But I appreciate the offer. I do actually have a cousin who lives about 15 k's over that way, and she's got some black bamboo growing. So one day I may actually get some of her, and I will convince myself that it actually came from you, Dragon. Pardon me. Crikey, I've gone way back in the chat, haven't I? There you go, Dragon Lair. Bob Kaler can have my pieces. We've had a little bit of rain, Nath. It seemed to have taken about 36 hours to warm up into it. There's like a few spits here and there, and then last night we got some decent heavy stuff for yesterday afternoon. Yeah, a little bit of yesterday afternoon, and last night we got some decent rain, which was good. I didn't have to get up and water the veggies this morning. Fish room fever, Jimbo. How's it going? Yeah, Jimmy, I'm pretty stoked about that I don't have to. I mean, it would have been nice to be involved in some illegal behaviour and get you one of the Jags, but nah, I'm keeping them now. I'm not going to send them into an illegal area. Now that I know they're both of opposite gender, I'm keeping them. And if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, Metal Hammer Jimmy is in Queensland, Australia, where the Parachromus managwens are illegal. And it probably won't be that long. I mean, they've been illegal up there for about 2 years now, I think, from my memory. And they're on what's called a grey list here in New South Wales, which means they're not blacklisted yet, but they're being investigated for their impact, whether they can survive in a wild and stuff like that. Yeah, I could see you, Rumble. I could see you definitely with some Feste going. That big 8-foot tank on your IBCs, that'd be a beautiful breeding tank for a big pair of Festes. Considering the males get about 16 to 18 inches long. They're pretty similar to the Jags for size, actually, but I think the Festes might end up a little bit taller, although I have seen some Jags with nice big tall bodies. What else? I know we touted before that Thirsty Rabbit. We threw Thirsty Rabbit over the 900 bus, and if I see like a thumb or a wiggle of the ear or some other symbol like that, let us bring up someone else who has very recently joined the 900 Club.
Hello, how you going?
G'day, Blake, and congratulations, mate. I hear that you have also made the 900 Club.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to put a shout out to my coach, my team. I couldn't do it without them. My mum, my dad. That's about it. And yourself.
Good. Get all the important ones out of the way first. That's good to see. G'day, Cruz showed up.
Thanks for having me for the yarn.
Yeah, no worries, man. I guess now is probably a good time to try and push you further past that 900 mark while we've got so many lovely human beings in this chat. Almost 50 of them. There's got to be at least 2 or 3 in here that don't have you yet. Maybe, probably not, but you know, we can ask.
We're getting into the scary territory now where people actually are looking at the content that I put out, which is a bit of a concern.
Does that make you a little bit self-conscious or something?
Yeah, I didn't ever think that would happen.
Well, you've just got to keep doing you, brother. You just keep doing you because it seems to be working so far.
It's quite funny actually. Just today, like some items turned up to do 3 really cool videos, I think. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I can do with those suckers.
Excellent. Very good. I have seen half a sneak peek into one of those.
Yeah, that's one. That's going to be interesting. I'm keen for that one.
Yeah, me too.
The beans exclusively in here, I think. I think everyone here can keep a secret. I've built myself a bit of a paludarium, so I'm going to play around my first ever paludarium build, which is going to be interesting. Don't know what I'll put in it, but yeah, maybe some like Blackwater setup down the bottom, some kind of tetra.
It's funny actually when you showed us that picture last night of your paludarium build, and I have this tank down in my kids' garage that I was thinking about doing exactly the same thing with. But now that you're doing it, I can just vicariously live your paludarium and use that one as an actual fish tank.
Yeah, when I build mine, I'll just send you videos and you can be like, oi, move some wood to the left, and I'll send you a clip. Move this to there, I'll send you a clip, and then you can just pretend it's yours.
Righto.
But it was quite funny and a good tip, I guess, for everyone else. Leave yourself some wiggle room. So originally I was going to cut the corners round, and then I snapped them. Then I was going to cut it like at a 30-degree angle, snapped it. So it ended up being a 45-degree angle, but I hate cutting glass.
I don't mind it, but I've certainly never I've never tried to do any curves or anything other than perfect straight lines.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the way to go. It was a bit ambitious.
Yeah, I think if you want to do curves and stuff, you've got to do it with the right machinery.
Yeah,
because it's very hard to get round things to snap like you get glass to snap.
Well, I was watching all of these videos like to figure out how to do it, and they take the pliers, tap around and all this, but yeah, didn't work for me. So don't believe everything you see on the interwebs.
Yeah, I think it also it pays to have about 471 pieces of spare glass laying around that you can practice all of those little things on.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to get a round edge on glass the first time you try and get one. You're going to end up with shit everywhere.
So it actually started off. I cut a little lid for that what is it, like the Terra base one, and that was just a photo frame, so I don't know, like 2 mil thick or whatever. I was like, if I can do this, then I'll move it up, and I built that little nano. I don't even think it's a nano, micro tank. It was like a 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter. So I'm working my way up, but when you get to the real thing, yeah.
Well, that's the way to do it. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And did I see FNS? I don't know if I said g'day to FNS yet. And Jessica Taylor, welcome aboard, you kids. Oh, Rumble's got the good one. Rumble's got a box of tips and tricks to share with us. I think both Blake and myself would probably appreciate any hints and tips. Rumble, bring them on.
Certainly. Whilst we are on the topic of Rumble, I guess he forms the trio of us chasing the big 900 as well. I think he's edging in too, 18 or 19 off, something like that. So,
I believe he is getting very close. Thanks to my little YouTube hack that I use, I can now click on people's names and get their YouTube channel up.
Then you can be fully Australianed out if you get on board those. You have Aussies for days. But this week has been a bit more time zone friendly for some of you, I guess, because I had the fill in for King and Queen. When was that? A couple of days ago, Monday morning. So, you got to see a little bit more of my face. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's been interesting to see a new crowd. So, thanks again for giving me the opportunity to chat to some people that I don't normally run into with my late slot.
Yeah, it's always good to jump into a different time slot just to see the different humans that you get rolling up.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Did anyone chuck a link up for Rumble yet? Because I'm about to. But yeah, Rumble's, I believe, I didn't actually remember, $8.79, so only 21 for Rumble to get. If you people don't have Rumble, by all means, jump onto Rumble's channel as well.
21. The
Oh,
Aussies
Prawny's here too. G'day, Prawny. What did you say? Sorry?
I've been sharing a lot of prawn-related content with Sir Prawnlot today. So got a bit of a delivery. 60 Michelins turned up on the door today. Which is good.
That will be cool to see. And Calypso, g'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, Bob. I learnt from the best, this man over here, how to give yourself the old DIY haircut treatment.
Yeah, mine might have been a bit extreme, I think.
Yeah. No, I don't grow a good enough beard to hide my chins, so I don't have that luxury.
It's all right. I think I was 30 before I grew a decent one, and even now it's still a bit wispy. I get jealous of blokes like Aquamate that have got a real thick beard that actually joins up around here and stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't let it get me down.
And actually, in the aquarium hobby, we talk about genetics a lot. Both of my brothers have the full lumberjack setup. My younger brother and my older brother. So for some reason, I just dodged that bullet.
Oh, look at that. Rumble's already got an extra 4. Going great guns. Nice work, people. Thank you.
This is the most fabulous community assistance audience I've ever seen. Well done, everyone.
Well, I was super hoping as well that I suppose we got a little bit of time before Shep might show up.
It's better to talk about him when he's not here anyway, then we can be honest, hey?
Yeah, I suppose. Thirsty's gone to 9.13 now.
Yikes.
Going great guns.
He did well. Overnight, I think he went from 8.74 to 8.99 overnight. So he's red hot at the moment, molten.
And Blake's Aquatics has gone to 9.05. Don't tell me this beverage stream is going to turn into one of those let's grow kind of streams.
You get a subscriber. You get a subscriber. I need an Oprah Winfrey. I usually have most graphics for things. Oh, we can just pepper in subscribers like this. There you go.
Gotta love when those subscribers roll down your forearm like that. It's my favorite.
There's another one that I have that you hate, but I won't do it to you.
I don't hate anything. I don't believe in hate.
Well, I still won't do it to you. I won't bring your onto the level.
Are you talking about Baby Shark?
No. I was talking about DJ Khaled.
Ah, right. I don't even know the guy. G'day, Rack. Rack from River Life. How are you, mate? Welcome aboard.
Rack. How are you?
Good to see you again, sir. Oh, I thought I had a really good burp coming then, and then it just got stuck behind my diaphragm. Or not, maybe.
Well, do you want me to... I don't know. I don't want to ask too much, of your audience and stuff like that. We have already assisted 3, but I guess I do have this one prepared from last week. If you... Maybe not Bodgy, but Shep's the man. Although this is very outdated.
Well, when I looked at Shep's channel, I think he only had 45. Has he grown since the 45? Because as a bare minimum, I'm sure we could get him up over 50 and, maybe to 379 before the end of the stream.
47. The great man's on. So he's only a handful of videos deep, but he's doing well. He's started to, those people you can see genuinely start to add new things in, try and increase their personality, and that's always good.
Well, he seems like a very knowledgeable young man as well, like yourself. So it's potentially the challenge is how to put that knowledge and experience into videos without coming across patronizing or talking down to people. Just, having that willingness just to share that stuff that you're well into. That's what I sort of see as the main thing that we're going to get out of that guy, is that he's a down-to-earth lad and just knows stuff.
He has, I think he said he's been keeping fish for 22 years or something like that, so good innings, and he seems to know a thing or two.
Yeah. G'day, Derek. How are you, mate? Anyone else I've missed? River Life wants to join the mod crew, hey? You might be too strict, Rack. You might put people in timeouts for saying rude words.
Speaking of, I don't know if you're going to cover it here, but your block list, hilarious.
I know, right? It's kind of disappointing to not let those kids in just to be able to giggle at the names, but I do believe that about 90% of the names was all the same person, but still, that's quite a creative individual to make up those names.
Yeah, very well done.
Very witty indeed.
I do have the one saltwater, which you're probably more interested in than the others, but I actually didn't realize I've been keeping a saltwater tank for so long. It's been a couple of years, so there you go. It's one of those things, time ticks over, I guess.
As in how long you've had saltwater for? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it definitely was just a bucket list, try it out sort of thing, but I've never got rid of it. So yeah, it's just stuck around, and add in new corals and fish and all that as time goes on, and just becomes part of the fold, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose like most things, you don't actually sit there counting the days off as they happen, is it? You only just wake up one day and go, oh, wow, that's been there for 10 years.
Yeah, that is one of the absolute best things I love about YouTube, though, is just go back through, like, not all the way back, just go back 6 months, have a look what the challenges were, that you're facing and all that. I get a real enjoyment out of that, reflection and stuff like that.
Yes.
Have you got any exciting things? I guess you got the couple of little breeding projects that are going to be good.
Yeah, that's pretty much all at the moment. I do have to. I've got Scungy's other betta around in my fancy guppy tank, and I've got to start pulling her tank, which is the tank I initially got for her, and filled it with my bristlenose that I was going to sell, and then chucked a whole bunch of cherry shrimp in there as well. Yeah. And then the shop that was going to buy my bristlenose weren't buying fish, so yeah, that tank's sort of been set up there for me for quite a while now. And now that I've got her betta that she wants to get up to her house with the other betta, I've got to start pulling that tank down and get it made giant.
Tank removed.
And hey, just because it worked for Rack to ask for moderator status doesn't mean it will work for everyone else. Probably will eventually if you keep hounding me. I'll just go, oh, I'm sick of getting asked. I'll just do it. But yes, hopefully you don't abuse that wrench rack. I've got words. I know words.
Instantly starts posting his own link, subscribe to Rack. Go rogue.
Oh, yeah. And then there he's offering me bribes so he can go rogue. Clearly, he's what do you call it? Buttering me up, isn't he? So then he can just start kicking people out.
Nice.
Yeah, GRB, mine have been week and a half, 2 weeks now, I think, since I've got them all up and running. Oh, pardon me. Definitely necessity at the moment. Heaters, that is, if anyone didn't read GRB's question.
And Ugly Man was asking about the coral banded shrimp. I did poop bricks the other day. I thought one of them had passed, but it was a molt. So with these coral banded shrimp, their whiskers are like super long. So you just see like this white giant heap of whiskers. And I was like, oh no, I can't believe one's gone already. But no, it's a molt. So yeah, they're both going well. All you do see is just whiskers poking out from underneath the main rock in the middle. So they're doing well.
Nice. Yeah, those guys are cool. And hello, Sunfish for Fish. Welcome aboard. Good to see you again.
If anyone here was, some people I find a lot of times they have in the back of their head, like one day I'll give the salt a go, but it's too complicated. You can easily do it with like coral and like peppermint shrimp or some types of shrimp in a little nano setup. The only real thing you need to get is a good light to keep the coral alive, and pretty straightforward for the rest of it. Nice one.
Yeah, that's good, Rack, that you seldom exercise. Seldom exercise mod authority. I was going to say I don't exercise much either. I'm regretting. See you later, taters. Thanks for popping in.
See you, taters.
But yes, I think most of my mods are pretty crazy and relaxed, and we tend to, even when we've had trolls through here, we tend to let them ride for a bit because I like to try and wrestle with them somewhat, have a little bit of fun. And then if it gets too abusive or over the top or filthy, then sure, we put them in the back room to sit and have a good, long, hard look at themselves.
But yeah, that could be prohibitive, GRB, trying to keep them cold. Luckily, I don't have that issue down here. I noticed as well, and I think we've talked about this before, Ugly Man was asking what type of racks we would do for 3 tanks high. Have we talked about this before? Maybe not.
I'm not sure, but we'll see you soon, Mooney. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya.
Moonstone going away.
Didn't get the wrench, leaves.
Well, I'm sure it's not that reason. You got some of that powder too, Monica. Nice one. And Gina French. Hello, Gina. How are you? And sorry, what you were saying about your rack bizzo. Sorry, I interrupted that.
No, you're right. It's your stream. I would just say, like, most people default to the old racket ones from Bunnings. That's what those are, but don't get them. They're more hassle than they're worth. Honestly, they bow in the middle. I've heard that Dexion ones are pretty good if you don't mind them being orange and blue. Or build them.
Dexion's choice. That's like the one that Thirsty's got. He's 6 foot on. That racking's so strong. But yeah, it's not cheap either.
Yeah, that's it. If you can find some secondhand, try and get some. I don't know where it is, but I know that in Sydney there's somebody's selling a bunch of Dexion racking super cheap. There you
Worth
go.
looking into.
You just asked Bunnings ones. So yeah, like they work, but when I move house, I'm going to, let me see if you, oh, why am I moving? I can move myself this way. I'm going to put some uprights, like just 2x4s or 90x45s in the center, because they do bow down quite a bit. So yeah, just pretty much where my shoulder is there. I'm going to put some uprights there, and there directly in the center.
Yeah, right.
But it's too
Oh,
hard.
Scotty's back, eh? Nice theory, Amber. We don't have Aquabid or anything like that over here, do we?
Nah. Today's video is kind of on a shrimp version though. It's 100% not sponsored. I just stumbled upon the website and thought it was cool. But yeah, they sent me a mug, which is kind of cool. So we have AustralianShrimpTrader.com.
Oh,
And
yeah, I've seen that
like,
site.
hobbyists can, like, if I breed my black shrimp or whatever, I can just put them up there and auction them off that way. And that's pretty
right. I didn't know you could do that there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to just mention the website and stuff, but yeah, I haven't got anything out of it. I just thought it was cool.
Well, you have got something out of it. You got a coffee cup.
True.
And a shirt, didn't you say?
Yeah. But that wasn't like a deal or anything. They just sent me that.
Sway. You've got sway, mate.
Oh, must do. Hey, Monica.
Lap it up. Pardon, mate.
Enjoy my 5 minutes while it lasts.
So I did just see a notification pop up, but no, I thought I was going to have someone else show up in my chat. Have you got a 1.5 minute subject you can talk upon?
Oh, yeah. You need to just wrestle something, do you?
It's crazy, man. Today has been ridiculous. I think it's already been about 17 or 19 times I've had to wrestle a crocodile.
Yeah. No, that's all good. I can...
Maybe my beard was my filtering agent previously.
Possibly. What I'll do is I'll give your viewers a bit of another exclusive on a
Right.
video that I'm going to do. So I've got this little terrarium. It's by an Australian company called Botanica Boutique, and like it's a closed terrarium, but the glass lid has a drop part in the center, so all the condensation goes like up and around the top and then feeds back into the bottom of this terrarium. And I noticed on eBay they were selling parts of the rainforest in Tasmania that, like, if an area was about to be deforested, they would go in, collect all like mosses and all that stuff, and then sell them to people who want to set up terrariums, whatnot. So I'm pretty excited to put together a terrarium with basically a real part of the Australian rainforest that has since been removed. So I think that's going to be a really exciting project. Kind of an easy one. I don't have to do a lot with it, but I just think it'll be cool to pump up a bit of real life nature instead of the artificial nature that we do create sometimes. Oh, you want a shrimp? I'll bring up that photo I sent you, Prawny, for everyone here. Where will it be?
Black rams. I assume that black rams are like German blue ram related or something like that, or you actually have sheep at your new house.
No, black rams are a kind of a really rare color morph of German blue rams, and even when you breed two black rams together, you get like 80% gold rams, 20% black rams, something like that.
Right.
Even that might be more than possible, like more than real. Really, what happens? All right, I'm gonna bring up this photo I took of this one of the shrimps that arrived today. I showed Brawny. Too big.
A bit.
But I chucked on the macro lens. This is one good thing about shrimp. If you want to take photos, you don't move that fast, so you can actually get them with the macro.
Yeah, you can get 3 or 4 shots in before they move and pick the best.
Yeah. And like if the lighting and stuff isn't that good, you can play around with it. All right, so here you go. Shrimp. So that's one of the Michelins that arrived today.
Nice. Very pretty. What are they called?
Michelins. So they're like a cross between crystal shrimp and bee shrimp. Bee shrimp are like your golden bees, blue bolts, and mosuras. And they cross them with crystal shrimp because it makes them like more hardy. But the good thing is, if you're a beginner, kick off with some Michelins because you can get every type of shrimp pretty much out of them.
Yeah, right. They throw everything.
So like Mark's shrimp tanks, which a lot of people will know, like he's a legend at breeding fish and shrimp. He started off with Michelins, and from that, all of these different lines, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, there you go, Prawny. You got a shrimp.
Yeah, I do enjoy his videos, but apart from actually, I haven't seen much of him lately because I get a little bit disillusioned because I wake up in the morning, see a notification for his live stream at 2 o'clock our time or something.
Yeah, it's not
It's like,
not ideal for us. And
can't go back and watch
the whole fun
live
of
if it's not live. It just doesn't have the same vibe.
The whole fun is sort of being a
Hello,
part
Priscilla.
of it. But yeah, I'm into these Michelins because that's what I like so much about my black roses, because like black shrimp, they're kind of hard to find and all that, but like from them, first of all, I've refined the blacks to be really crisp and dark, and also pulled out Bloody Marys and Blue Dreams as well. So like from a black shrimp, you can get bright red, bright blue, and so on and so forth, and work your way down the chart.
As long as you're separating and culling out what you don't want. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. And just like if you start to notice them have like little, you have to kind of like shine a light at them, but you'll start to notice them have like a reddy sort of tinge underneath. And you pull those ones out and they start to throw a bit more red, and so on and so forth. And yeah, it's really interesting. It's a lot faster.
I might have to try and get me some black shrimp, but every time I've seen Black Dreams or Black Crystal, whatever they're called, they're just so expensive around my area. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know someone who has a ton of them, and I can just send them to you.
We might have to call that in one day real soon.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, Liz. How's it going, Liz? Welcome aboard. She's noticed something a little bit different about me as well. Yes, I regret nothing except some things. Mainly this bit.
Funny, Prawny's talking about, because shrimp are illegal in WA, which is really unfortunate for them. But some people are so dumb as well, like selling illegal fish on Gumtree and stuff. I see so many like gars and stuff down here which are illegal as well. So what are you doing? And what are fisheries doing? Like, surely,
there's obviously only so many hours in a Department of Fisheries workday, isn't there, that they can't be combing all the tree on YouTube for people breaking the rules.
But even
so, you'll be right, Rumble. You'll be okay, mate.
If you do make the sale, do you like say, "Oh, meet at McDonald's and I'll have a brown paper bag," and you just leave it on a table and you're like hiding in a bush somewhere?
There's an idea for a video.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Fishy Fun, why pet shrimp would be illegal. You assume that they'd get eaten up fairly quick if they did get into the waterways. I'm not really sure what the story is. Maybe they have some specific native freshwater shrimp and it's disease based.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it'd be pathogen related or something like that, that they'd be releasing potentially diseases into the waterways that they don't already have there.
Yeah, because I know that shrimp, they don't get a lot of diseases, but there's one to do with the eggs where they have like bright yellow eggs, but sometimes they have bright yellow eggs anyway. But anyway, it's really hard to even know that they have it. Watched it on Flip Aquatics once.
So while we're at the 900 Club, let's get this kid up.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, yeah, going everyone. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
It's been an awesome journey last 2 years, and I met some amazing people. And these two above me, they're among them. Well done, boys. Congrats, Blake, eh?
Yeah, thanks. Well done to you. Thoroughly deserved, mate. Did you find out what happened? Because overnight
I'm having a
you
celebrating
went
pipe, and I just poured myself a little beverage.
nice.
Seems like a good idea. Something to smoke, something to drink, some shit to talk about. We got everything.
So did you find out the
awesome,
culprit?
mate.
Did somebody give you a pump up or
lately
something
too.
overnight? Yeah, the old
Oh,
Osmo.
yeah.
You got the old gimbal.
He's got it.
Still haven't got my audio back, thanks to the post.
Yeah, it's been a bit messed up this week, the old Oz post.
We'll probably crackle in a minute.
I think it's all good so long as you don't move the phone.
It's not crackling yet.
No.
Not yet. But, you know, it's good to be prepared.
Oh, there you
start.
go, Dan.
Heads
He's
up,
coming with
everyone.
the goods. I love today. Love today.
Yeah.
That's that disease thingy.
What's been happening, eh?
Same old. Making videos.
No, you know. I won't say same as that. I haven't been making videos. I've been filming lots of stuff, but it's mostly fest days, dancing and whatnot.
I
Nice.
heard you, Jags, when I was in the car, mate. They're pairing up and that.
Yeah.
Good news. Happy days.
Well, as long as the female is receptive. Currently, she doesn't seem to be that receptive.
Yeah,
But I also-
fluttering.
I haven't even walked around that corner yet this morning to have a look and see how they've progressed.
It's like that, isn't it?
I'd sort of, yeah, I'd just rather turn up there later tonight to a bed of eggs or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have anything in there that they can sort of claim and lay eggs on, apart from the because there's not a lot of substrate in that tank. But there's a lot of bare patches of glass on the bottom, so I'm just kind of hoping that they'll just drop straight onto the glass at the bottom. But if her egg tube comes out and she chooses to be on the bottom, I'm pretty sure I can locate something that they can claim as territory.
Sweet.
That's gold from Ty. He originally thought that Thirsty was Blacky with the
I
fake.
failed with the old Jag, so
Oh.
yeah, best of luck, man. I hope to see some, one day.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll get them going before we get banned as well. And it's
true.
funny. It's funny Ty says that, because I was 100% convinced that I had a fake beard sitting around here somewhere that I was going to put on for this stream, but
I got one
couldn't
with the
locate
fish
it.
shirt. Even the fish shirt's got a beard.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah, so it does.
It just blends in.
The lad who does it's my wife's brother, cousin. So it's my cousin-in-law. He's pretty famous and that. And yeah, he's got a massive big beard, like Ned Kelly style. So he's incorporated that into his fish shirts. I love it. I was thinking about doing something like that with my YouTube shirt, eh? Copying.
Yeah.
The mind boggles.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
There's not nearly enough beards in the hobby, is there?
I want to get like Bearsky one day in LRB They're pretty wild.
Yeah, I don't think LRB ever touches his. Looks a little bit wild.
Yeah. I work at the supermarket. They offered, hey, you go all right. You want to go get in the deli, but you have to shave your beard. I'm like, nah. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not shaving my beard for no one. I'll wear a net, but no, I'm not shaving it.
That was always my excuse when they wanted to train me for deli stuff. Was, nah, I've got too much facial hair, and I'm not putting one of those net things over my face.
Yeah.
Also, to everyone who tipped over Shep past the 50, so that's good. I'm sure he'll be stoked with that.
Nice, well done. Yeah, even there's like in my local deli, there's like no one behind the counter who's has facial hair or anything like that, but you still find pubes in your seafood salad or in your marinara mix.
But they're all got long hair up top, I've got none of that. I'm actually going bald at the back. They got all hair hanging out their hair nets and stuff. So it's different.
Yeah, it's silly, They still have long people there, and they've got hair nets on, and their hair's not contained in the net, and you get half a dozen slices of Devon, and it's got bloody long blonde hair on it.
Yeah,
I don't think your hair nets are working, people.
Thanks again to everyone today. Having a celebration pipe, the big 900 club. Woo! Love it.
The next milestone's a big
you didn't
one.
Have to shout me out like that, man. That's much appreciated.
Lol, that's classic Jimmy. Jags. Pet Barn should know better, shouldn't they? Whoops. It'd be classic if someone actually turned him in.
Oh, I could actually read the chat today. That's cool.
So how'd you go? Have you figured out the Osmo?
I tried getting on the laptop, but she had no audio or nothing, so I had to go back through the phone.
No.
You'll get there, prawny. You're right.
Hey, prawny. Rumbles.
Have they definitely been confirmed as Jags, Jimmy? Because that seems really weird that a big box store would have illegal fish in their state. I know green terrors are very, very plain looking when they're little, but they still look like very different fish to Jags. So I'm fairly certain you know what you're talking about. Ooh.
Have any of you guys getting the ventriloquism? I can't even say it, let alone pronounce it or spell it. But
ventriloquism.
Been watching that Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham,
he's making a new event, like new dolls for Troll. He's got the phone out and the big thumbs and that. I can't wait for his material.
Nice.
Sort of relates to any YouTuber, we've seen a few trolls in our day, so I think we get a laugh out of that dummy if you don't like it. I've actually been sitting here bored practicing, Going through the alphabet, not moving my lips and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely an acquired talent that requires a lot of work.
Oh, it's so hard. I can't do B. I don't think anyone can do B without moving the lip.
There was a young girl on America's Got Talent or one of those talent shows, and I think she ended up winning, and she was a ventriloquist, a singer. That's even harder, like singing whilst puppeteering. Crazy. But
that's next level.
My lunch break is over, so I might have to shoot through.
Righto. All good.
thanks for having me on. I appreciated having a chat, and cheers to everyone here. So have a good rest of your day, evening, or whatever. And congrats again, Thirsty. Nice one.
There's mine, Dad.
All right.
And congrats to you as well, Blake. Well done, mate.
See you next time.
Righto. What did you say then, Thirsty?
Sorry, was I talking over Blake? I could not hear him.
No,
Was I talking over him?
he mumbles.
Oh man, no, I couldn't hear him come through at all. Sorry, Blakey.
No, he was just on his lunch break from work, so he had to get back to work.
Oh, right, eh? God, work. Yeah, I don't have to go back till Monday night now, so I've actually got a few off, which is good. I don't know if I've done something wrong or he's just giving me a break, but I'm going to enjoy the time off anyway.
Good to have a little bit of a break now and then.
Yeah. I'll probably be on call, but
Damn it. Don't you hate it when your fish food flies away?
Your lights
What else?
all turned off. All the lights are off and that. Put heaters in the other day.
You what?
I put some heaters in the other day.
Yeah, it's defo that time of year.
Report says bloody 4 degrees here on Friday night. That's getting down there.
Yeah, I read a thing on the news the other day saying that a lot of Australia was headed for a record coldest April day for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm assuming that lots of us had very cold days over the last few, because there has been some very cold weather around for this time of year. But it's about time. G'day, Max S. How are you, mate?
Hey, Max. Oh, at the bottom of the chat for some reason.
Oh, I need to get Max into Prawny. You might be able to get on to getting Max into the Hangouts app. And if you yourself, Prawny, can want to follow that link in the Hangouts and pop on up, that would be entirely acceptable as well. Melissa AFK is asking you, Thirsty, if you're running any sumps on your tanks.
I currently only got one sump. My whole wall rack's supposed to be a sump. I haven't got around to it yet. They're all just individually run because that's a lot of plumbing work I've got to do and everything. That was originally coming with the rack, but the way he cut it up, I can't get it back together. It's just impossible. So I have to set up a whole new system. And me Oscar Creek, which is currently only got 2 Oscars in it, so I gave 3 away to shops and that. It's a sump pump with a big 2 bay underneath it, but the return pump's broken again. So I've actually got 5 pumps on that tank, trying to keep that alive, and that's been running like that for probably 2 months. But I've been buying stupid things like this instead of pumps for the tank. I've got to run that good. I've just forget about that. So yeah, might do that tomorrow. Actually, get a pump. And yeah, I've only got 1 pump. I've got like hang on the back sponges, internals. Yeah, I've got the lot really.
What size pump do you use for your return in the sump?
Oh, I can't remember off the head. I'll have to have a look at the number on the back of it again.
Because I've been using these 2,500 litre pumps for a few years now, and they just go forever. It's choice. I've got a couple of spare ones sitting in my cupboard.
I think it's either 175 or something, or I think it was a 7.5 in it, but I can't remember. But I've got a pretty big weir on it, so I can handle an extra load, come over, and yeah. But I'll try and get one that's near it.
Record cold for this time of year, fishy fun. I think the lowest I saw was 4 degrees Celsius, that is, as well. I think it was 6 here the other morning.
Here comes the crackle.
Yeah, there you go. GRB's all over it with the conversions. All right, Ed, thanks for stopping in, mate. See you when I'm looking at you, buddy.
Later, Ed. Yeah, 4 is 39. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, you know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have colder temperatures at this time of year, and we certainly had an interesting summer. Didn't seem to be as long as you, but it certainly did get hot, and because we had bushfires and all that sort of nonsense as well, it was a little bit disrupted, I think, so we couldn't focus on how long it was actually going for. And then all of this hoo-ha came along.
It's hit the fast forward button on the 2020, man. Start again.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. A bit like that, indeed.
Yeah, crackling. I'm crackling my end.
Oh, I can hear a little bit, but
it's coming through, guys. Let me know if it gets too annoying.
Certainly not as bad as I've heard it in the past.
Oh, running out of battery too. Change angle will be the.
Mixed. What else has been going on? How's your fish?
My end, my fish. I gave a few away. Me breeding Oscars. The female's got her parts out, but the male's still reluctant to show any. The Aussie tanker settled in quite well. All the fungi and white spots gone. Just cleaned them up with salt. Naturally, they were caught from the wild and brought into an aquarium. They're going to naturally get it. I only lost one rainbow and one glass, so that was all right out of that. I lost the firemouth. He got stuck up in the pump, a little bugger, but he was a dwarf. I'd say he got chased. Other than that, the rest are going fine. New flower on. He's next to that female. He's really buffed up. He's going good. The female's settling in. Barramundi, he's gone off his tucker a little bit. He's not eating any sinking tablets or floating tablets. So I've just gone back to he's only eating the fish offering each time I offer it each week. So I don't know whether to up that daily or just give it to him. You know,
how's his temperature?
It's cooling down. No heater in that tank. So he's just
that's probably why. If they get too cold, they won't eat. Their metabolism will slow right down.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry about that too much unless you start to see his gut, really concaved in.
Yeah, no, he's shaping that. He's good. He's holding all right, Still looking at me and interacting and that. But
just
he's just sleeping, going in slow mo.
Yeah.
Murray Todd that doing.
All right, Jessica, thanks for hanging out, all. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Jess.
Being that they are from very warm, humid climate of Australia, Northern Australia, they do like their warmer water, so it doesn't take much of a swing to cold before they just decide to slow right down.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to let him chill at winter, but I might heat him up.
Yeah, or even just, put a heater in there at 1 or 22, then he's not getting down to very cold. At least he can remain active and will probably still eat once or twice a week.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, he's not quite that big enough to have that body fat on to put him through a natural sleep there.
Yeah. But did you say he still takes a bit of fish off you once a week or something like that?
Yeah. So I was thinking he was trying to
Yeah.
teach me that, mate, that's all I'm going to eat. But no, I think you're right. They do get picky like that.
Yeah. Well, while he's not hot, he doesn't need that many calories and whatnot. So he's probably just keeping it to the simple diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Oscars in the little pair, they're going right. They look like they're really pairing up, swimming around together, and she's shaking at spots and looking like cleaning spots. But again, they're young. They're probably only just pushing nearly a year and a half, I'd say, nearly 2 years. And then the 8-footer, yeah, it's going all right. Well, I've given away a few fish in there, so I've lost a little bit, not interest, but the passion in there. I've got to get something going there again. Just because I gave so much away. Just looks not what it used to be.
I always find the hobby is a bit of a sine curve, isn't it? We go up and down, and our desire to go hardcore in the hobby can be a struggle to keep up with sometimes.
It's not that like for 10 every night. Eric's looking squeaky clean and fire, man. Like, yeah, I'm loving it. I actually walked out the room the other day and had one of those moments where you just sit there and clap and go, yeah, man, this is sick. I'm loving this. Just don't have to do nothing today. But yeah, I don't know. It's on holding that tank. That's where I want to put the barra and maybe the mangrove jack for a while together. See how they go. Like, but I've really got to pump that mangrove up before that can happen. But yeah, that's either one of those.
That would be an action-packed tank.
Hey,
that would be an action-packed tank with two hardcore predators in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would work. It's just a crazy thought I was having, but I do want to get one of them in there, especially the barra. So that tank's sort of in holding plans at the moment. Sort of stuck, don't know what to do with it. At the moment, I'm just trying to pair up Oscars in there, and I've got the old, just throw in fish, the Severums, silver dollars, and stuff like that. I'm buying a few things. I've got the gimbal, got some audio on the way. I want to get out and do some cinematic videos around the area, around my town, and out bush, and some native animals and stuff. You know, sort of. A lot of my followers aren't all into fish either, so they've been requesting some more stuff like that. So you'll get a bit of everything here. You get a bit of Oz, a bit of Ausland, and a bit of fish.
Good Lord, you're gonna have to keep it easy for a person. I've got to go again.
No worries. Yeah, GRB, it's pretty sick. But I'm having trouble with that one gudgeon in there. Like, one of them, there's two different types. Oh, where's me? There's two different types. One of them has sort of like a flat fin on top, the dorsal, and then a flat back before the tail. And the other one's real round and bold. And I've asked. Everyone comes back that they're both emperors. The one with the flat fin that has like a goldy green and a red stripe. They're saying it could be a female or a young emperor, but I'm under the belief they're total different fish. And the other one I got's really big, round fins and a lot bigger in body, and obviously, and it's got blue coming out off the body in its dorsal, coming up ways, and then there's like blue lines around the top. bit of blue in all the others, and it's got no. They're totally different, I reckon. But so if anyone can help with that, I'll have to do a video with. I don't show any other fish. I just show them too, because I still believe that they're not both emperors, or that the littler one's not a female emperor. I don't know. I'm learning. I'm into big fish and big natives, and I'm just learning. So my brother actually caught them wild and gave them to me, and the kids went out and got all the substrate and stuff, and we just set up a wild tank. Just to learn while we were stuck at home in the old lockdown, So yeah, if anyone knows that, next video I'll do on that,
Where are they from, GRB? The Firetails? Are they WA? So I was looking into a few different gudgeons the other day, but I didn't see Firetails.
Hey, Marcella, long time. Oh, finish your drink before you take it, Yeah, that's it. Fishing fun. It's good to get the kids out for a day too. Station this thing out in the wildlife, away from everyone.
Nice one, Rack. Thanks for hanging out. You might have, I did send you a message, but you might have missed that. So yeah, thanks, mate. Go well. We'll see you soon. Hello there, Haley Oddball. How are you, Haley Oddball?
Hey, Haley. 44. In New South Wales, eh?
Yeah, right. I'll have to look into them, GRB. Yeah, because that's what I was looking up the other day was native fish to my area. Maybe they're a little bit south of me, but I'll defo have a look into them because I do like me a gudgeon. Very
they're pretty cool. They come up to the tank and I love them. Hanging around the bottom. I'm seeing the ones in the dorsal fin, the flatter fin, they're actually trying to get very friendly with the bigger one that I put in, the rounder fin. So, I don't know, you could be right. It looks like they're trying to pair up. Come here, mate. I spy a rabbit, Teresa.
Check your messages, Haley. Whoops, too soon. Whoops.
You're over at the new place, no way. How's that all going? Fitting in well?
Is that Haley you're talking to?
Yeah. It's probably a few weeks ago I seen that, but
yeah, but if you see her, I think she's struggling to let go of her older job because whenever she's in the same room or the same chat, Lucas, she's still telling him how to run his fish room.
That's okay. He needs a bit of a push, I hear. Light that fire. Gotta light the fire. Yeah.
Oh, there's probably an app, you know. There might be an app out there in the world of apps to convert metric and imperial and all that nonsense.
There is, but I just asked Google.
Sir, where is your beard?
Speak of the devil.
Where is your beard?
Hang on. I can actually answer that question visually. Hang on, but I'll get rid of whatever message I've put on the screen.
I'm trying to get work done. Ew.
Shit, now it's all over my keyboard.
Gross.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's still on my floor from 3 nights ago. That's how
Oh,
slack
what are you
I am.
doing with your life?
Certainly not sleeping.
Hashtag me too.
What did you say then?
I said hashtag me too, not sleeping.
Nah, it's overrated.
Working.
I can't even remember what sleep tastes like.
Does it taste?
Yeah, tastes yellow.
I'm colorblind. I don't know what that means.
So what's been going on in your world apart from work and no sleep?
Working. Shh. Don't tell anyone I'm here.
That's like Blake. He had to sneak in on his lunch break.
Oh, tanks everywhere.
Name that fish room.
Yep.
Well, what are you doing back there? Is he slacking?
I'm not here. I'm technically not here.
You couldn't let go. He's slacking. You saw it on a video and you
Yeah,
thought, I've got to go there and
I
do
can't
14.
deal with the whatever. I'm too nice. That's what it is. Alright, I gotta go back to work. I snuck into the garage. Now I have to sneak back to work.
Tell Lucas I said today.
I will tell him.
Give him the link. Tell him to come in.
He's not gonna do it? We've got like 90 orders. Oh wait, there's Sarah. Do you want to say hi to her? I'm live.
I always want to say
Do you
hi
want
to
to
Sarah.
say it's Dr. Black? Hi. Sarah's here.
Hey Sarah, how are you?
Lucas is feeding something tetracolor granules somewhere. I don't know what he's
Somewhere.
Wesley finally fell asleep, so that's why I'm back.
Yeah. We're about to get our one and only break before shrimps. Yay! Shrimp break.
All right. Well, good to see you, lady.
Where's
Thanks for
my
stopping by.
princess? Where's the princess?
She is currently school teacher to her kids and in school.
Oh, what time is it there?
It's 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
midnight. It's midnight here. I gotta go.
Most of our schools are still shut and stuff,
Yeah, that
so
would
it's up
be
to parents to school.
School times, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go bag some
So,
shit,
yeah, she's
and y'all have
she's
fun.
still teaching. All right, thanks.
Right up.
See you soon. Bob Kaler's asking you, Thirsty, how your pups are. And
Oh,
Wyoming
really good.
Adventures.
Really
Welcome
good.
aboard.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't shared them much. I play with them every day and that. Yeah, no, they're awesome. I'm really enjoying them. Everyone's loving them. They're fitting in really well. They're getting a little bit big. The one that's more Chihuahua, everyone reckons she's ugly, but I reckon she's beautiful. And the pug one, everyone reckons he's fat, but I just reckon he's big bone. But no, they're going really good. Just total different personalities. Like he's just so chill, man. Like he's just like Bob Marley, mate. He's just relaxing all the time. And the other one's just hypo, man. Let's go, man, let's go. So, yeah, it's full on, I love them. Whenever you turn your back, they're into something they shouldn't be, and yeah, never a dull moment.
Apparently, one of my burps woke up Bob's new birds. Sorry about that. I try not to make it happen again. Not. While we've got a I mean, we are getting close to shutting down time for Alien World Aquatics, but the top tier guests just keep rolling in to this screen.
Here's me with no sound.
Oh God!
And now it's living proof that when Rack says he's got to go, that he doesn't really got to
Oh,
go.
I have to go. I'm gone already. I can't refuse your invitation, mate. Thank you so much, Dr. Black. And Thirsty Rabbit, it's wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much for all of your support. And I love you as well. It's great to be here. Thanks, Dr. Black.
No, it's always good to have you on my screen, Rack.
Yeah, it's actually a good time. You feel a lot of time down here. It's good. It's good to say, great interview the other week too with Acclimate and that.
What did you say, Thirsty? We did lose you then for a second.
Great interview the other day you had with Acclimate. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. The Rack's interview with Acclimate.
Yeah, I love Aquamate. I love all you guys down under. Thank you so much. I think Dr. Black 66 has been a gateway for us, many of us American fish keepers, to more deeply connect with the Aussie fish keepers. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you. You are definitely a presence, but now to be on screen with you and to get to know you, kind of meet you virtually, officially, is pretty cool. So I enjoy that. I felt the same thing with Aquamate, that we definitely have a kindred spirit, and we just need to continue to collaborate. And Dr. Black has been like a gateway for so many of us, just being present and open to the community, joining the different nations. I love building community. I love what Mike's doing over there. And thank you guys for being so open to different cultures and welcoming us. And I hope that you feel welcome in our culture as well.
We sure do. And on that
Good.
note, Rack, without this guy, that guy, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel, because it was it was Thirsty Rabbit that encouraged me to film my fish and put a video up so he could have a look at my fish.
Good on you, Thirsty Rabbit.
Well, he reached out
So
to me and said,
I credit.
got fish all right. Well, come on, man, I want to see them. And then after a few conversations,
come on, man.
Without his encouragement, I would have even started doing this nonsense.
Can't stop him.
So yeah, it was very, very good and very handy. And whilst we're on the subject of high-profile guests and people that relish the spotlight and love being on screen, I'm going to bring another guest up.
Who we got? Oh my God!
Hi guys, how you
Welcome,
going?
Matt.
I'm just paranoid getting too crackly.
Yeah, I don't know if that's mine or
this
someone else.
Hey, Shep.
There we go.
Hey, nice to meet you, Matt. Shep's Aquatics. I don't recognize the screen name.
New Australian fish tuber Rack.
Okay.
Get on board.
Good. Do you recommend him, Dr. Black?
I recommend him highly. Mainly, like, if you asked me yesterday,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have necessarily recommended him.
Yeah.
But today,
I'm getting
he's wearing a red and black flannelette shirt. I'm sold.
I hear you.
He's my
Well,
new favorite Australian YouTuber.
all right.
I'm
Matt,
getting really crackly.
Shep's Aquatics. Nice to know you.
Yeah, Thirsty, you are cutting in and out now, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know whether
Thanks, everyone.
But you're looking good, Thirsty Rabbit. You are looking good.
Looking good, not sounding so hot.
I thought it was just my end.
Oh my gosh, we lost Thirsty Rabbit.
No, that's what he was trying to say, that he was going to go.
Well, good night, Thirsty Rabbit. Good to see you, brother. And
he's got a very suspicious device that misbehaves with his audio when he starts to move his phone around.
Right. Dr. Black 66, I have an announcement, if you'll allow me. This week on
go for it.
Sure, thank you so much. The time slot takeover for the River Life Community Tank Live Thursday night live stream is going to be none other than Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics. And I hope all of you Aussie friends can join Bob Thursday night, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time for the live stream following KG Tropicals. We're going to have a blast, and I'm looking forward to Bob's show.
Do you already have that scheduled on your YouTube channel?
Yes, I've put out several pieces of social media involving a thumbnail, but I'm not going to be there. It's not like Bob's a guest on my show. It's a complete time slot takeover. So Bob is just going to be going live at the time I typically go live, which is 10:30 Eastern time. Yes. It's posted on FishTuber's notification and the River Life Community Tank Live Facebook group, as well as, I guess, Kaler's Aquatic social media.
Nice. Yeah, good.
Who I see in the chat over there, Kaler's Aquatics just subbed to Shep. So I'm going to do the same thing following the stream. I'm going to check out Shep.
That'd be really good. Like I said before, Shep's only just basically he's only a reasonably new kid on the block with regard to streaming. So by all means, please, I'm going to start chucking some links up. Who was it? Wyoming Adventures asked for links. By all means, please jump on and subscribe to people that you can't see. Rabbit and Blake's Aquatics just passed the 900 subscriber mark, which is very, very cool. Very good to see more Australians hitting those numbers. It's awesome to see. I don't know where Matt went. Where did Shep go? Because definitely want to keep plugging Matt's channel, because he's he's been fish keeping for a long, long time, 20 plus years. He's got a lot of knowledge and has just basically recently decided to start pumping out video night, and what videos of his I've seen.
Good on you, mate, for encouraging him.
It
It sounds like he has a lot of experience that we can gain from. So, and I've got a question for you.
That's right.
Listen, Dr. Black 66. I've been hearing of Sir Prawn a lot. I think he's one of your mods, but I don't know him. Can you tell me about Sir Prawn a lot?
I can. He is particularly Australia's funniest fish tuber. That's right. That's big praise, because I would have considered myself to that rank. But Prawny is definitely a very humorous kid. He's only 19. Loves his prawns and his shrimp.
Okay.
And definitely worth a look. So if anyone can chuck up a link to Sir Prawn a lot as well, get into Prawny.
Yeah.
He's my Padawan.
Okay. Well, so you're welcome, Kaler's Aquatics, thanking us in the chat. And so I've heard Sir Prawn a lot mentioned as a kid and a youngster, but at 19, he's certainly an adult, so that makes it easier for me to embrace. I look forward now, with your recommendation, Dr. Black 66, checking out more of Prawny's works. So thank you for that.
He's got a lot of really nice, informative videos. He's only just recently been sponsored by Pisces brand.
Nice.
It's an awesome achievement for such a young
Yeah.
fella. And yeah, he's going to just keep churning out awesome content and just get better and better as he gets older. Plus, as a very good bonus, he is very easy on the eyes.
Oh, cool. Well, and now I have a special request in your chat, Dr. Black 66, for me to talk in Australian, which is it's not necessarily impossible, but definitely going to be funny.
Let's have it. Let's have it
So,
then.
yeah, okay. Let me say, good day, Priscilla. Welcome to the chat here with Dr. Black 66. We're here in Australia. We're about to throw another shrimp on the barbie for you. There are no rules here. So glad you came and enjoy your stay. Oh, that's horrible. And I apologize.
Yeah, oh, look, it sounds like you're only 10 minutes of practice away from doing a Black Scent Challenge video.
I'm so well acquainted with the bar. I went ahead and tried it. Cheers.
So I do think that is the kind of Australian accent that I'd like to hear in the Black Scent Challenge, because it's not about how close you get to nailing the accent. It's how much passion and devotion you put into it.
Yeah,
how you feel.
I mean, it loses something virtually. I think it would be so much better at a campfire when you're in person, when you're sharing a cigar and a scotch. Thirsty Rabbit's back in the chat. Yeah, he says not too bad. Well, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I know that sucked, and that's very nice of you to say. Oh, Mikey, listen. Yeah, seriously. So you won some River Life art in a Fish Room Fever live stream, and it arrived damaged. I felt so bad for you. So yes, you're gonna get another one of those. Plus, because I felt so bad, I asked James at Fish Room Fever if he would send to me your address. I hope you don't mind. And I put that print and another print and an original tiny piece of miniature art with some stickers and a postcard in an envelope. And I have the custom form filled out. I think it's good to go tomorrow. I'm so sorry that you received your River Life art damaged, and we're going to try again. That's all.
Hey, it wasn't your fault at all, Rack. Not your fault at all. I've been doing my darndest to try and flatten it out, but it's still got the big crease that my postal delivery work put in it. And yes, there was 3 different packages over the space of about a week that he had jammed into my mailbox. And I I did put in a complaint with several photographs of said parcels.
So yeah, that ships from the United States with some insurance, and then they abandon us once it crosses international lines, and they just say, well, it's the other nation's problem. So I regret that. But in this envelope, I have included a stabilizer. So hopefully you won't experience the same problem this time.
Yeah, well, that's what I found funny with the one that James sent me out, was he did have a very rigid piece of cardboard in that envelope. So that post office guy, he really had to put some work in to fold that up to get it into my mailbox.
Well, so, I've labeled this envelope on both sides, fragile and please don't bend. And I try to be very kind about that, because postal workers seem to appreciate that. If you'll include please and not count them an idiot, but hey, I'm just trying to do the daily grind, the hustle here. I'm trying to consider them and get you some art in good shape. And we will, regardless of what it takes, Mike, we're going to get you some art in good shape. And here's try number 2.
DKF, Daniel Keeping Fish. How are you, mate? Always good to see Daniel, even though I am about to call it quits here because Alien World Aquatics is mere seconds away from starting, I believe. I think that's right, isn't it? Oh, has he already started? He might have already started, and I might have been overstepping my bounds. We shall soon see. Oh, wait, Scotty's in the chat, isn't he? He is, right. Sorry, Scott. If you have started. But yeah, I will. Righto, yeah, I'll start pulling the pin now, Scotty. So, you know, go and put your eyeliner on and your foundation. And me and Rack will get out of here. We'll say goodbye to everyone in the chat. And thanks for hanging out for 2 hours. Crikey, I did a 2-hour one. I don't think I've done a 2 hour.
Good job, mate.
For a while.
Thanks for having me up, Dr. Black.
No worries at all, Rack. Anytime. Always welcome. And congratulations on your new blue wrench.
Thank you so much for the wrench. And I did see a hello in the chat I didn't respond to from Alien World Aquatics. Thank you so much for saying hello.
I even had my guitar out and tuned up. I thought, it's around about the 1 hour mark. It's going to get slow and quiet, and I might just play some blues or something. But you know, here we are 2 hours later, and I didn't even have to pick it up.
Well, FYI, Michael, the ukulele is my favorite. When you play the uke, it's nice.
Oh, maybe I should have pulled that out as well. Got one of them.
Yeah, not an or, but an and.
Well, thank you, Rack. Next time, potentially next week, I will endeavour to play a bit of music, even if it's just some twiddling and some strumming.
Excellent.
In the meantime, I'm going to go and watch Alien World Aquatics and wait for these Feste eggs to hatch, and it'll be on. All right. Thank you. Thanks again, Rack, and everyone else in the chat. Sure. Thanks, mods, for modding up like a few. And if I don't see you beforehand, I'll see you next live stream. Thanks, peeps. Behave yourselves. See you soon.
Good night, everyone.